Hi, Bill Krokos again from Hanson Industrial-Peoria. In addition to all the wonderful water products and stuff that we sell, we also sell radiant heaters. The two different models that we sell is an 80,000 BTU kerosene or diesel fire radiant, as well as 125,000 kerosene or diesel radiant. Both of these burn 99% clean. Let's talk more about them. This is the MH-80-OFR. There's also an 80,000 BTU kerosene and diesel fire heater. We got the fuel tank right here. We have the on-off switch, and behind all the on-off switches are all the components and everything. We got a fuel tank. It's about half full. There's a switch right here. We have, you can add additional plug-ins and extension cords since they only draw about 1 amp to actually run. There's a fan inside here as well as a fan in here. And then you have the outlet area where it blows the heat. This little fan here keeps the heat from hitting the floor and helps you shoot it up. There's a handle for ease of lifting. The heater holds 4 gallons of fuel, kerosene or diesel, and it will give you 7 hours of run time. Let's go ahead and turn it on. It has a delay. It's checking air, it's checking fuel pressure, and it's checking spark, all with the PLC. Since it burns 99% clean, it does all that stuff so it doesn't have any issues when it starts. If it sees an issue with any one of those, it will not ignite. If I took this unit and I pushed it right now, it also has a sensor on there that will shut it down. Two items that have to be done every year on maintenance is one, the fuel filter, which is located behind here, and the second is a fuel nozzle that's located behind this cage too, all the way inside. This is the larger of the two radiant heaters that we sell. This is the 125,000 BTU. The tank is a 14-gallon tank. Got a fuel gauge on there, of course a fuel cap to come in, an on-off switch, an external fuel filter. The fuel nozzle on this one is on the inside behind here. It has a radiant cone that actually circles the heat around. This unit at 125,000 will burn for close to about 19 to 20 hours. The bigger one, this 125,000, is set up to run a room about 3,100 to 3,200 feet. It will bring the temperature up 20 degrees in less than an hour. I'm going to go ahead and start that one. On the smaller unit that I just talked about, that one is made for a room that's about 15 to 2,000 square feet. So 125,000 and the 80,000. Just like the smaller one, there's 2 items to do maintenance yearly. A fuel filter that's externally located on there, and B, the actual fuel nozzle, which is located between the burner chamber and also the ignition chamber. And just like the other one, this one has the PLC that looks at pressure temperature, it looks at spark, it looks at ignition to keep the unit running. If it doesn't do that, it will not start. Both these units, if they do not start, can go into a misfire mode. If they go into a misfire mode, turn the switch to off, and then go ahead and try to restart it again. Usually that happens when they run out of fuel and you put fuel back in them. You do that too many times, you could burn up the fuel pump. These are both the heaters running. When you turn the switches off, you got to let them go through their complete cool down. So just like this. Now the units are going to go through a cool down mode. It takes anywhere between 1 minute to 2 minutes to go ahead and cool down. What they're doing is they're cooling the rest of the fuel that got sprayed during the turn-off period and making sure that the electrodes and everything is dry inside there before they completely shut down, and so that they're not super hot when you move them around and start back up. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Like and subscribe, and turn on post notifications to be notified for future videos.